Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How are you doing? You doing all right? Hope you're doing well. Time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. It is Wednesday, hump day. Man, I'm tired. I haven't even I haven't even gotten to the base of the hump yet. I'm worn out. So this is one of those crawling over the hump days. You ever have those? I have them way too often. It's Wednesday, April 3rd, 2017. April 3rd, 2017. Hope you're doing well. So let's talk about the pocket dump deconstruction. Before we do, check out the knife of the day. Some special knives. We do this every single day as I go through my collection, one knife at a time, one day at a time. So go check that out. Show it some love. Now, here's what I'm carrying today. My watch is my Mont Blanc watch. I believe it was on one of my Mont Blanc posts that someone asked me about the back of the Mont Blanc. No, it's just a special. It's just a regular Mont Blanc. I wish it was something special. I got it at one of the Mont Blanc stores 25 years ago in Atlanta at the upscale Yuppie Mall. So people always ask me, but I love it as a chronograph. Battery run. You know when you love a cigar, when you look at the box and go, man, I've been making my way through these. The Diplomatico. I just like it. Everything about it when I start smoking it. I just really adore it. You guys might hear a sweeper out in the hallway to my apartment. I hope you don't. But if you do, that's what it is. They're cleaning up. They decide to sweep early in the morning. The my pen is a Shown Design brass pen, which is really great. I'm looking forward to the clip pen that they're starting to develop. The booze today, oh man, it's Scotch. It's blended Scotch. I almost went with the blue stuff, and I said, man, I'm so droopy and low energy today. I don't want to waste the blue stuff on a day like today. I hope it'll pick up. I'm just worn out for some reason. I know it was a tough day at work, and I handled it like a champ. But you toss and turn at night, and then you wake up and not feeling that good. That's how I am. But I'll get up. This always helps me. We've been doing this now for more than a year. I swear this helps me every time. I get so pepped up after this. That's my one of my Coach thin wallets. The coin today is one of these thick ones. I've got a number of these Australian. This is 2011 Australian kangaroo coin. Ooh, it's got to shine. There we go. The Australian kangaroo from 2011. See how thick it is? It's still 1 ounce coin because it's thick, but it's smaller than the usual. And then the carry. Yeah, I haven't been a lot of colors, but I've been kind of smallish carry. Today on the East Coast of the U.S., it's like mid-60s. We went from 90s, 80s, 70s, now mid-60s. Yesterday was just a perfect spring day. I think we'll be like in the mid to upper 60s all this week, and I kind of like it right before it gets scorching hot. I'm doing the Roadie, my gray Roadie. You guys know, I talk about this all the time. I really like the Roadie. After the disaster of 9/11, all of the airlines stopped accepting knives on the planes. They'll take them from you and throw them away. A year after, the FAA decided maybe we can allow small knives on the planes. They went to knife makers, and knife makers came up with proposals to meet all of their recommendations for an on-airplane knife. This was the Spyderco's. It's the Roadie. They didn't want it one-hand opening. They want it to be a non-locking knife, so a slip joint knife, which this is. They put two dimples right here at the head of it to open, pinch and open. It's not that one hand. The Spidey hole is just a branding thing. It is a slip joint, non-locking knife. It has that great half stop as well. Of course, with Spyderco, when you do slip joints, there's a forward choil. 50-50 choil, even on a small knife like this, that protects you from getting cut. Well, the FAA changed their mind, but Spyderco didn't. They went, hey, that works in foreign markets and a lot of U.S. markets. And so came the Roadie. There are 5 different colors. This is gray. There's gray, black, red, blue, and orange. Great colors. FRN scales, that space age plastic, just really tough. Looks great. No clip. Of course not. It's a small knife. It's one of those you drop in your pocket or drop in your purse. Especially with the FRN scales. It's just really a nice thing. Instead of the nail nick, they have the pinch open. 2.1 inch blade. But you know, you take out that choil, it's about a 1.7 inch cutting edge. When it's open like this, just 5.1 inches long total. 1 ounce, weighs like that coin, just 1 ounce. N690 steel, good steel. N690 steel. It's a wonderful knife. I use it as my keychain knife. You know, my keychain is just a silver loop with 3 keys on it. Sometimes I have to include a finer loop, small loop wire to get in these small lanyard, quote, lanyard holes. As you guys can see, I'm not a big lanyard person. Someone asked me, where do I get my lanyards for my Chris Reeve knives? They come with the knife. Chris Reeve always sends a knife with a lanyard when it's a Sebenza, Umnums on, you know, the bigger knives. And that's why you see all the lanyards on those. But as you can see, I'm not a big lanyard guy. Well, this doesn't have a lanyard hole. This right here is the Spyderco Chaparral. It's my favorite. It's a series of knives from Spyderco. There are 4 of them are out. This is the 4th one. The 3rd one was exactly like this. All tie with an elevated 3D stepped titanium scales. And then the 4th one, they anodized, sorry you guys, anodized blue parts of the pattern. It makes it look like a brand new knife actually. They're not cheap, the Chaparral series, but they're real nice. They're all the same construction, right? Chaparral 1 had carbon fiber on top of G10. The rest of them have been titanium. Backlock, strong backlock, small leaf shape knife, 2.8 inches. Of course, it has this big choil up front, you know, about a 60-40 choil. So while it's a 2.8 inch knife, under the 3 inch limit for some folks out there, 2.3 inch cutting, 6.4 inch total. Look how thin it is though. It's thin. It's well constructed. It has my deep carry, pocket clip, wire clip, strong backlock. CTS, XHP steel, all of them. 2.7 ounces, so it's a light gentleman's folder. Just a nice knife all around with the jimping going up. The jimping right here in the forward choil. You can get a great cut. Full flat ground. Nice slicer. This is a wonderful gentleman's folder. There are 4 out now. Spyderco has said in 2017, as I record this, that they're releasing 2 more this year. One is a fancy smancy one. And then the second one is a lower cost one. I think it has G10 scales. Because these will run you. This, I guarantee you, will be a discontinued knife. Because it's so expensive, a lot of people don't go after it. It's a wonderful knife. It looks great. Man, it's like, feels like nothing in your pockets. And it's that small knife, thin, you know, 2.7 ounce knife that you can get a lot done on an everyday carry. And then my plain Jane with a flare. My large. This is not the knife that I was going to carry. It's simpler than the knife I was going to carry that I'll show you. But this is one of my favorites. It's funny. Usually when I get a favorite knife like this, I buy all three of them. You know, all three flavors. And when I say three flavors, there's the ladder Damascus, raindrop Damascus, and ladder, raindrop. Is basket weave Damascus as well. And so usually I would get all three of them. But you know, I have the large and the small version of this, and I just love it. Plain Jane body, which fits me, and then blam, ladder Damascus blade. Of course, 3.6 inches for the blade. All titanium construction by Chris Reeve with his Chris Reeve integral frame lock. Just so solid and beautiful at the same time. That, my friends, is the carry. Yeah, a little splash, a little conservative stuff. I was going to go with this. Talk about ladder Damascus. I was going to go with my Sebenza 25 with the ladder Damascus blade, 3.6 inches, but also that shiny show side with the ladder Damascus carved into the handle. I like this knife. I do. 25, Sebenza 25. You could tell a 25 from a 21 by the two forward choils right here. It also has a hump and a little niche right there on the blade. Of course, Chris Reeve discontinued the 25, so now they have a large Incosi. And you can tell a difference between, first off, there's a number of differences. The washers are different. There's a lot of things different, but there's a lot of 25s still out there. To tell the difference, you turn it over, and if that clip is bent off of the lock, that's an Incosi. That's the fastest way to tell. You know, you could tell by the bronze washers. If you can do this and you see bronze washers, because they're a lot bigger on the Incosi, you could tell that's an Incosi. But I think the clip's the quickest way. What a wonderful knife. I mean, just wonderful. But I didn't go that fancy smancy. I just went fance. Not fancy, fance for the carry. There you have it. Man, I hope, I have my fingers crossed. I hope both of our days are smooth hills to climb. I'm starting mine kind of tired, but I'll pick up. I'll pick up. I hope you guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Keep your eyes on the prize. You know what? That's not work. That's your family. That's your health. All right? Man, I wish someone would have told me that 50-something years ago. Man, I'd be a better person. I'd have less knives, but a better person. You guys have a perfect day. You have a great one. Take care of yourselves. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.